Men are done with the double standards of women in society.
My ex-boyfriend said the main reason that he broke up with me is because I brought up the orange peel theory and he thought it was ridiculous. And you know what? I would like someone who wants to peel an orange for me. Really would. I'm not going to ask you to. I just want to know that you would. Is that too much to ask?
Yeah, he didn't break up with you because he didn't want to peel an orange for you. He broke up with you because you're the type of person who uses viral TikTok trends to test people. Because it's going to start with the orange peel theory, then you're going to do the ketchup test, and then the next thing you know, he doesn't know when and where the hidden camera is going to be next with you testing him with some new challenge. The orange peel theory is a red flag to dudes that you have been sucked into a much larger sphere of relationship killing anti-male ideology. I just think it's so disingenuous that she's trying to say that he just couldn't handle peeling oranges, when the reality is that he didn't want to handle being constantly tested, and based on the way she also dodges accountability, I don't blame him.
Here's the truth. Everybody has a past. And yes, you're going to be judged by it because your past, both good and bad, will catch up with you no matter how hard you try to hide or run from it. Women are extremely interested in knowing about a man's financial future when it comes to long-term partnerships or having children. You must thus take her personal history very seriously. Women don't pay any attention to your difficulties. Sadly, modern women will wait for men at the finish line, just to hitch a ride to success. That's the reality that many men seldom seem to know. It's a give and take in any relationship, and women make sure they know they are with someone who can provide for them.
Have you ever cheated before? You're lying. I can read characters very well.
Gotcha.
There was a gentleman here named Nick. He was explaining to everyone how the show is going to proceed and giving us the basics on, how to be respectful, in other words. There was one person who was not paying attention while he was talking. Who was that?
That was me.
That was you.
Yeah.
So out of everyone sitting here, why are you the one that's sitting here being disrespectful when he's taking out his time to show you how to best present yourself in front of millions of people?
Because I was turning off my alarm. Yeah, and I didn't want to forget to do it later.
Sure, I hear you. Because you're a disrespectful person and you were
Okay.
rude.
I don't think I said anything disrespectful. I mean, I understand
I
where he
agree
was
with
coming
you. I agree that you think you weren't being disrespectful because that's your actual nature.
I don't know
So,
how being on
back
my
to your
phone
point.
correlates to cheating. That's ridiculous. Like, be real right now.
A lot of things will be hard for you to comprehend. That's why you're in sex work, because you can't offer value in the marketplace.
What the?
Yeah, no, if you had legitimate...
I think I have a lot more to offer
if
than
you
just
had
being on
significant,
OnlyFans.
if you had
like that I
significant,
started.
Men need to know what her past was like. How many men she dated? Did she cheated? Or is she divorced? Or how many guys was she in a physical relationship with? Men need to know this so that they know if the woman they're going to invest their time, energy, and resources in is loyal and will stay with him. Therefore, if it's a short-term relationship, men shouldn't worry about a woman's background because it doesn't really matter. Nothing that may be significant is meant to come of this, as far as you know. If it's a one-night stand with benefits, then who cares? However, it is crucial to understand her background if you plan to date her long-term, or, more precisely, if you're seeking a girlfriend or someone to start a family with. In reality, she is quite interested in your abilities to care for and defend yourself as a man, and as a strong male role model in a family, since she is going to spend her life with you and raise children.
This comment right here, I really don't think that he's speaking for all men, because I know that there will be somebody that steps up one day to be some sort of father figure for my child. It's also I'm very surprised that you felt comfortable actually typing this out and commenting on someone's video. Like, it's just the wildest thing. You don't know my circumstances with my child, or his father. Yeah, that's basically it. So, hopefully he's not speaking for all men out there, but this was just really disappointing to see.
When she asked the question if a man would date a single mother, this is the response she has gotten from a lot of men. Of course she didn't like it, but almost everyone in that comment section was in agreement because they see no benefit in dating a single mother.
A woman's version of respect is completely different from a man's version of respect. A woman's respect can be bought, sold, and demanded. A man's respect can only be earned. That's why you never hear men demanding respect. Never forget that legal marriage is for the benefit of women. Legal marriage is a contract between the man and woman and the government, with the government being on her side. The entire weight of the government is on her side. With women filing over 50% of marriages, it's a poor gamble.
You want to know why most good men remain single, myself included? It's because all of us have had times in our life where we're doing perfectly fine on our own. We're financially set. We're living life on our own. We don't need anybody. But they happen to come into our life, make us feel like maybe this is the one time that she's going to make me feel special. Say things like, you're a catch, you're my dream man, you're so this, you're so that, I can't believe I found you, I can't believe I'm so lucky to have you in my life. Only to do what? To push him out of your life and act like strangers. The same thing you were before you met. So why even bother me? Why even bother that man? Why? Good men, like myself, it's not that we can't get a woman, it's because every time we try, we're shown exactly why we're better off alone. And instead, these women want to go after the guy that doesn't want them.
Men are done with double standards, the gaslighting, trickle-truthing, and all trick and no treat of today's modern empowered woman. Men have fled from marriage. Gone are the wedding venues, the bridal shops, the jewelry shops, the expensive romance-themed restaurants, and all the flower shops bar one, of which a previous owner told me they would go broke if females stopped buying themselves flowers on St. Valentine's Day. Romance has all but died. The main problem nowadays is if you open up to a modern woman about something that you are uncomfortable with / fear in your life, because that's the equivalent of handing them a loaded gun to fire at any time during an argument when they are losing. When many men today look at the negatives and positives of being married or staying single, it becomes apparent that for many of us, staying single outweighs marriage. Yes, you are giving up something, but maybe gaining something of more importance by staying single. Men seek peace and tranquility, and many of today's modern women do not offer that. Modern women have changed their gender roles to individualism, and men have essentially maintained their traditional roles. Times have changed dramatically with divorce law inequality, and men are being hugely disadvantaged legally and financially. Men are learning the hard way that the risks are too great to be associating with these modern women indoctrinated with feminism. The divorce industry is booming, and it is a big business. Lawyers get extra wealthy, women gain free money, and courts are cashing in with fees, only because she got bored and her friends told her that she has options. The biggest losers out of this are the children. Men get devastated but recover most of the time, but kids growing up in broken homes rarely turn out to be stable people in society. I saw this firsthand back in the day when dating a solo mom. Her son was heartbroken month after month. All the empty promises and no-shows, plans canceled, and last-minute plan changes. Women just don't care, yet make it seem like they're the victims all the time. I don't think women understand the damage this has caused and how it will majorly affect things going forward. The defining moment in the war on men was when countries around the world legislated no-fault divorce and framed it in such a way as to grossly discriminate against fathers. Then the lawyers got a hold of the legislation and decided to create bodies of case law which turned children into bargaining chips and mothers into the unassailable guardians of children. By this chain of circumstances, lawyers then successfully argue to this day that whoever has the children gets the cash and prizes in the best interest of the child, and since women are naturally carers of children, mothers should always be the ones to take care of the children. Men who marry or have children in a Western country in this era are either deaf or blind to the dangers, or certifiably insane. I'm now at a point where I meet men at work or through gaming, and they're completely against having any form of relationship with women, and it's not a who hurt you type of reasoning. It's an I don't want a woman coming and ruining my peace, and I'm seeing lots and lots of that, particularly with older men. This has been a situation in the making for probably over 50 years. Men have finally decided that it's all a recipe for misery. Love is dangerous. It's a drug. You crave it. You want it. But look at the price you paid for it. The situation is increasingly dangerous for men, especially in the United States. In the US, any child your wife has, no matter who the father is, you pay child support for after divorce because you were married. In almost all states, the only protection men have against paternity fraud is to never marry in the first place. When the resilience of your family is entirely resting on the emotions of mostly a woman, then 50%, 80%, and 90% divorce rates are to be expected. And as a man, there is nothing you can do except to minimize those risks. Marriage used to be a sacred bond between two people who love one another with their own plans for the future and family. Now it seems when a man gets married, he is also married to his in-laws, his wife's friends, and all of his wife's co-workers. All of these people now have a say in why your marriage isn't working every time something goes wrong in a marriage. If couples can't work these problems out themselves along with some professional counseling, it's over, and all the advice from family, friends, and coworkers can't save it. The best thing now is to forget the institution of marriage. The justice system punishes men for marriage. There can be no wife material until the laws are rewritten. That's right. All the equality and all the feminism works for modern women when it benefits them. As soon as they see they won't be able to handle something, they'll suddenly want a man to take care of them. There's no end to the double standards that women apply to men. Men are expected to understand and respect women's hormones and act accordingly. But women are never going to understand men's testosterone and masculine tendencies. In fact, men are supposed to suppress it. Women can go about and sleep with however many men they can, and even showcase themselves online for millions to see. Yet men are expected to be completely okay with it. Thanks for watching Man Reacts. Show us your love and support by liking this video, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Support us and help us spread support for men around the world. Do comment and share your thoughts. We're always up for a healthy debate and discussion.